face-off against Greater Boston opponent, the Everett Crimson Tide. Some of the women sharing sporting events are safe and enthusiastic. Please give honor and respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, families, and fans during tonight's game. Not doing their part, you want to share some of us on the same positive. They result in being told the league to be banned from sporting events. And now the starting line for the visiting Crimson Tide. At right wing, number 5, Aaron Charlie. At center, number 10, Pam McCone. At left wing, number 8, Ben Sayah. On defense, number 9, Charlie Rosses. On defense, number 2, Rink. Cleaning out. And goal number 35, Rink. Time to coach with the president. Now the start for your Somerville Highlanders. At left wing, number 6, Ben Carlos. At center, number 5, Pasquale Candelino. At right wing, number 2, Marco Louis. On defense, number 4, Ken Martel. On defense, number 19, Ryan Antonelli. And in goal number 31, Damian Jackson. I was the coach of this time. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to rise your able to move your hats. If you are right up, display the right action.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and tonight the Highlanders welcome in their GBL rivals, the Everett Crimson Tide. It's an amalgam team of 4 different schools: Everett, Revere, Mystic Valley Charter School, and Malden High School. Here to Veterans Memorial Ice Rink as the Highlanders take on the Crimson Tide. Highlanders come in 2-14 overall. The Tide 5-8 overall. Highlanders change in the goal as Damian Jackson will get the start. The junior taking over between the pipes tonight for the freshman Colin Donovan. Highlanders coming off a disappointing 4-1 loss at Lynn after that disappointing home loss here against Medford on Pasquale Candelino night. As we are about to get underway here, the Tide looking to sweep the Highlanders as the Highlanders lost to the Tide to open the season 4-2. So the Highlanders looking to get a win here against the Tide as Candelino able to control the opening face-off but cannot control it deeper into the zone. Dumped into the zone, though, by Marco Lewis. Now, down low, Marco Lewis has that behind the net. Gives it off to Candelino as Candelino brings it out to the point to Antonelli, as young Ryan Antonelli getting the start here for the Highlanders at defense. Sent around the boards, picked up by the Crimson Tide has been Sayu. Had that one, tried to clear it out, but unable to as Antonelli kept it in for a moment. Antonelli will chase that one down as he sends it back to Candelino. It's Candelino, lone senior on this team. Gives it off. Marco Lewis tried to break that one in. Antonelli will dump it in, and the Highlanders will go for a change behind as it's picked up by Frankie Annunziata for the Tide. Annunziata loses it. Braden Hart cuts in, but just couldn't quite control it. That one was poked away at the last moment, I believe, by Gavostis. As Gavostis tried to get that puck in neutral ice. Now Braden Hart able to control for the Highlanders. As he will dump it along the far boards, picked up there by Tommy Cronin. As Cronin sends it around the boards and out of the zone. Highlanders look to control in neutral ice. Nice pass there from Brian O'Connell, sent in by Colin Rosas. As Hart chases that to the corner, it's going to get out clean all the way down ice. It was touched up, so icing was cleared away as Rosas picks it up. Tries to leave the zone with speed as he fires that one down ice. Cronin surveying the ice surface, sends it along the near boards, and that will go through. Whistles sound as we will have a face-off coming back to the Tides in 13:10 remaining here in the first period. Just underway from the vet as the Highlanders looking to get their second GBL victory of the season and stave off a sweep by the Tide. It's Candelino in the face-off circle for the Highlanders. That one won by the Tide. As Carbo brings it around behind the net, drops that one off. Tanizaki now. He'll bring it here to the near boards. Candelino gets in there. Nice forecheck there by Pasquale as he steals the puck away. In the corner, looks to center. Instead, he pulls it back to the point. Caden Martell unable to keep it in, but he'll hold on to it in neutral ice. Islanders will reset the attack here. As that is dumped in behind the net. Marco Lewis looking to get to it, but it's pulled away by Carbo. Sent down ice. There's Candelino stealing it away once again. Nice job by Pasquale Candelino getting the possession for the Highlanders. As Lewis will touch that into the zone. Annunziata will pick it up. There's Candelino on the forecheck, and that's going to have to be handled by Ray Blauvelt. As it popped out into the crease, Blauvelt able to cover it up. Faceoff will stay down in the Tides in. 12:16 remaining here in the first period. Don't forget, hockey not the only thing we have here on Somerville Ed TV. Basketball as well, as the Highlander boys and girls both going to the postseason this year. As the boys currently ranked number 19 in Division II, 11-4 overall. Girls ranked number 47 in Division II. They are 12-2 overall, looking for an undefeated GBL season as they have 3 more games left in their GBL schedule. As the Tide break this one out, drop towards the slot there, unable to be handled in the slot. As the Tide now getting an opportunity, first opportunity for the Tide in the offensive end. But here comes Matt Costa as he steals that one away, feeds it forward to Braden Hart. His Hart is in against Blauvelt, fires that one, and Blauvelt's able to knock it to the side into the corner. Antonelli shepherds it back to his brother Ryan. Unable to be kept in by the Highlanders, and breaking out are the Tide. Back behind the net, good check there as Sayu battling behind the net, but Antonelli is going to come away with it for just a moment. Now Carbo cycles it a bit deeper. As Sayu trying to control there, just has the puck in behind his skate there, just holding the puck there, keeping the Highlanders away from getting to it. Tide able to come out with it. As Costa tried to break out of the zone, but the Tide able to keep it in as McCone dumps it further, but Hart steals it away. Now Braden Hart with some speed breaking in for the Highlanders. Fires that one just wide to the far side on that wrister. That's going to be dumped out, but the Highlanders will pick it up just outside the zone. Caden Martell will carry it in. Martell Gets it down low. Has been DiCarlo from behind the net. Tried to center that, but taken away by the Tide. DiCarlo once again on the forecheck, forces the Tide to cycle it deeper as Carbo picks it up. Carbo here to the near side to Cronin. Cronin has trouble collecting it. He'll send it back to the far boards. Picked up over there by Souders. Out into neutral ice. Good hit out in the middle ice area for the Highlanders as they're able to get the puck away. They bring it here near side. In comes Karim Diallo. Surrounded by 4 Jets. He's going to get it on the far boards. Cycle it around. Surrounded by 4 members of the Tide. As Antonelli there, unable to get that one towards the net. It's jumped out by the Tide. Now Antonelli trying to get it on the far boards, right along the center ice line. Once again, the Tide pushing it against the boards there. Look to come away with it, but the Highlanders now, as Antonelli will dump that one in. Highlanders getting the bulk of offensive play here so far in this game. As Costa gets a stick in there. Antonelli just couldn't quite get to it. Now in the slot, bounding about. Cleared away, and with some speed coming into the attack is Calameno. Good job there by Colin Rosas as he was able to break off that attack. Now Costa looking to get out. As they will get it out to Matt Costa. Costa will dump that one into the near boards. As the Tide unable to clear it out cleanly coming in. Ben DiCarlo looks to pick it up on the far boards. Gets it all the way out, picked up there by Pinero. As Matt Pinero, nice pass to Ben DiCarlo as he breaks in with speed. DiCarlo into the slot, there's Braden Hart, but nice job defensively there. Number 17, Tanizaki, was able to break up that attack by the Highlanders. Now quickly down ice, Annunziata, as he will fire that one deflected up high into the netting. Face-off will stay, I believe, in the Highlander zone. 8:30 remaining here in the first period. As we are scoreless at the vet, the Highlanders looking to avenge a 4-2 loss earlier this season. Their offense looking very good, controlling possession so far this game. As that shot deflected down, Rosas tried to control. And there's Damian Jackson laying out, gets the glove on it, and he'll hold on. 8:24 remaining here in the first period. Senior night's coming up for the boys basketball team. Big game against Framingham. That will be Friday, February 13th, 7 o'clock. Broon Fieldhouse. They beat Framingham by 1 point earlier this season. So come on out for senior night. Celebrate the seniors on the boys basketball team. As that shot is knocked away. Great job by Damian Jackson as he sprawls out and is able to knock it down to the forward corner. Ben DiCarlo stands up the Tide as well, trying to get to that puck. Cleared away there by Martel as Martel looks to clear the zone. Diallo will poke it through. Now Karim Diallo trying to go further with it, but it's cleared away by the Tide to the far side. Spinning around, looking to get to the puck. As Candelino able to clear it away, clears it out to DiCarlo. Back to Candelino. As they are unable to get it through neutral ice, though. Saw you, I should say, for the Tide, was able to send it back the other direction, but there's Diallo accepting the hit, giving up the body and dumping the puck deep. Now Rosas cuts in, tries to attack through. Loses it for a moment, but he's able to pick it up again as Colin fires that one wide to the near side into the boards. Costa looking to pick it up. Instead, it's picked up over there by O'Connell. He'll cycle it deeper. Kyle Antonelli with a big check there, looking to get to the puck, but it's taken away. As the Tide now looking to bring it out of their zone, but Antonelli, good forecheck there, able to cycle it down deeper as Cronin will have to pick it up. Costa gets in there. Taken away by O'Connell. O'Connell back to Hart. Hart, though, unable to get control of the puck as Chawla was able to get it away from him. As Carbo breaks in, but whistle sounds. 6:43 remaining here in the first period. Offsides is the call. Faceoff will come outside the Highlander zone. Scoreless from the vet, but the Highlanders have had some good opportunities. Not been able to get anything directly on Blauvelt except for one shot. They've had a few go wide as well. Highlanders, different story tonight as they've been able to maintain the possession here against the Tide. As Candelino will pick that puck up. Offsides is going to be the call, though, as Marco Lewis was in on the near side a little bit too fast. Faceoff comes out of the out of the Tide's in. 6:36 remaining here in the first period. Faceoff won by Candelino. Highlanders look to pick it up as O'Connell tries to get it out of the zone, unable to. DiCarlo looking to pass that one, looking for Marco Lewis. Lewis unable to get it in traffic. Picked up by Rosas as he sends it to the far side. Picked up by the Tide as Tanizaki has it. Tanizaki here to the near side. Good pass there. So he got it to Colomeno. Colomeno was able to get it deeper down into the Highlanders zone. Highlanders looking to get control of this puck, and Pasquale Candelino, he'll pick it up. She comes out of the zone with speed. Highlanders looking like they've got a 3-on-2. Fired by Candelino. And Blauvelt is able to knock that one down and control the rebound, holding on. 5:50 remaining here in the first period. Mentioned the senior night for the boys. That'll be Friday, February 13th on the hardwood. The girls' senior night will be February 12th. The previous night, Thursday, that'll be 7 o'clock against Malden Catholic. Huge game for the girls as they look to improve their rankings, preparing for the postseason. As Antonelli looks to dump that in. Picked up, though, by Carbo. Antonelli in the neutral ice. Looks to control. Couldn't quite get it past. Knocked away by Parik. Now Braden Hart with some speed right through neutral ice as he gets right through. Down behind the Tide net. Into the corner where he meets the check there of Cronin. Comes out, Braden Hart has it as he pops that one towards the net. Blauvelt will have to cover it. Face-off will stay in the Tide in. 5:09 remaining in the first period. Huge week of basketball for the girls next week as they are facing off against Lynn Classical on Monday. They've got Revere on Tuesday and Malden Catholic on Thursday. All three of those games will be here on Somerville Ed TV. So make sure you have mashed your buttons, like, share, and subscribe, so you are able to keep track of the Highlanders on the hardwood. Here on the ice, the Tide breaking out as Sayu down on the far corner, loses his edge though, sends it back to the point. Annunziata sends that one in. And they send it right back. Annunziata once again. That one deflected in front of the net, but deflected to the far side into the backboards. Now lots of speed for DiCarlo as he comes out of the zone. Gets checked, but able to dump the puck further down ice. Annunziata now. His pass to the far board, stolen away by Antonelli. Looking for Pasquale Candelino, a little bit in front of Candelino. As Rosas quickly fires that one back in. Bouncing puck. Blauvelt had to deal with it there as he was able to. Highlanders, though, immediately back into the Tide in. It's Hart unable to steal that one away, so they are able to clear for a moment. Whistle sounds as this face-off will come out of the Tide end. Highlanders will be down a man. Caden Martell will pick up the foul. So he will head into the box. Face-off will come all the way down to the Highlanders end. Now the Tide have the opportunity with the man advantage here. Highlanders have dominated time of possession so far in this period. Don't want to give away a goal here late in the first period. Tied up at zeros. It's the Tide working it around. Whistle sounds as the net comes off its moorings. Carbo, number 16, looks to be the quarterback of this power play attack of the Tide. It's Carbo. Singh will be taking the face-off for the Tide against Kyle Antonelli. Singh sent out. Annunziata, he'll step in. It's Antonelli versus Annunziata. Annunziata is able to win it back to the point. Opportunity here, fired wide of the net. As the slapper came here from the near side from Cronin. As Rosas with the check there on Annunziata. As Annunziata tried to get it to Cronin. Cronin will cycle it deeper, fighting off the check of Hart. Now the Highlanders send it up the boards as Ryan Antonelli looks to clear it out, and they're able to as Hart finishes the clear. Blauvelt will pick it up, leave it right there. As Cronin will send it down ice. Minute 5 remaining in the Highlander penalty. As Antonelli sends it through, Antonelli touches it into the Tide zone. 2 Antonellis out there. Ryan, number 19, young 8th grader out there for the Highlanders. Number 3, Kyle Antonelli, a junior out there. Ryan getting a lot more ice time as the season has gone on. Good check there by O'Connell as Candelino's able to clear it away. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. 2:30 remaining in the period, 30 seconds remaining in the penalty as Annunziata with speed into the Highlander zone. Fires that one wide to the near side as it flies all the way out of the zone. Tide will have to reclaim the zone as they send it across looking for Carbo. Couldn't quite get it cleanly. 7 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Good penalty kill so far for the Highlanders as they look to finish it off. Stolen away there by Pinero, and he will dump it in. Highlanders kill off the Tide's man advantage. Minute 50 remaining. Here's an opportunity for Cronin as he breaks in. Cronin fires that one. Big save there by Jackson. As the rebound came out, Highlanders tried to clear it away, but the Tide keep it in the zone. That one fired in from the point, and Jackson will hold on to it. As Roach fired that one in from the far point. Minute 35 remains here in the first period. Great job by the Highlanders killing off that penalty as they had done an excellent job this period maintaining possession as well. As Braden Hart getting some information from the official there before this face-off. Matt Costa will step into the circle for the Highlanders. Martell tried to control in the corner, but it got into the crease now. Jackson's got to put the glove on it there. Good job by Damien as he had Ranveer Singh right there for the Tide. But Damien does a good job settling that play. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. Late period action here. Highlanders and the Tide tied at 0. As Antonelli able to clear it out for a moment. Martell looks to dump it out, but it's saved in by Singh. Singh fires that one wide to the near side. Comes rebounds all the way out as Braden Hart tries to clear it away. Able to be knocked out by Costa, picked up by Antonelli as Antonelli is in. He will fire that one. Blauvelt sent that one wide. Now, Tanizaki coming back the other direction for the Tide, gives that one off. Here right in front of us is Chawla. Coming in behind Braden Hart, able to steal it away, but Chawla picks it up, fires that one. Jackson gets the stick down, holds on to it. 40.6 seconds remaining in the period. Tied up at zeros. Face-off will stay in the Highlander end. Highlanders' excellent period of hockey so far as they've maintained most of the possession in this period. Just haven't found that last finishing attempt to get it past Blauvelt. And we've got a penalty here. It's going to go against the Highlanders, I believe, as O'Connell likely will go in. or Pinero strike that. That is actually 6, not 8. That's Ben DiCarlo heading into the box. That's a tough loss there for the Highlanders, as once again, they will finish this period down a man, as DiCarlo called for the roughing. So the Tide with the man advantage yet again, as Diallo looks to control but can't. Annunziata sends it deeper. Stolen away for a moment by Martel, but not cleared out. Now, Pasquale Candolino looks to spin away from the defender. Hit there by Cronin, but the Highlanders, is Diallo able to get in. Now Martel will dump it in. Tide with 4 seconds remaining in the period. That's sent down ice by Rosas, and that will do it for the first period, as the Tide will have a minute 25 of the man advantage. When we open out the second period of action, we are scoreless from the vet, and we will be back with second period action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back here at the vet, scoreless tie as we move to the second period. Highlanders versus the Tide of Everett here on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon. As we move to the second period, Highlanders will be down a man the first minute 25 of this second period, as the Highlanders killed off a penalty earlier in that first period, and we're forced now to start off the second period, killing off their second penalty of the match. As Ben DiCarlo called for the roughing, he will begin the period in the box. Highlanders able to maintain possession through most of that first period, as it's been a struggle for the Highlanders this year to keep possession. Highlanders had possession for most of that first period against the Tide, but unfortunately not able to get that critical shot past Blauvelt, as Braden Hart had some nice opportunities. Kyle Antonelli as well. Want to make a quick note as well. I noted Ryan Antonelli, the younger of the two Antonellis on the ice, was an 8th grader. He actually isn't. He is a 7th grader, as the Highlander youth movement continues out there. Kyle will take the face-off. Ryan on the ice right behind him, as the Tide win the face-off. Breaking in is Sayu, as he sends it around, tries to get it to the point, but it goes past Cronin all the way down ice. Picked up there. Great job by Antonelli on the forecheck, as he's able to take that away from Annunziata. Now Cronin, he's going to have to cycle it down deeper, as that bounced off those live boards. Antonelli now gives it out to Hart. Hart unable to control, though, in the slot, as Martel will dump it in for the Highlanders. 50 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Tide, as they are having a hard time getting through this Highlander penalty kill. To the far side, they give it to Sayu. Sayu. Now Annunziata. Annunziata fires that one, as Jackson had to use the blocker to get it away. Once again, the shot there, and Jackson stops the first, but the rebound was out front, and the backhand goes home, as Annunziata's shot came off of Damian Jackson. Score on that will go to Carbo, as he gets the goal on the backhand. That rebound came right off of Jackson's pads. Carbo right there in front of the net, able to collect it quickly and put it home for the power play goal. So the Tide lead this one 1-0 after that goal, power play goal by Carbo. Highlanders would love to answer back quickly here, as DiCarlo back out on the ice surface, but Sayu breaks in. Shot from the point, deflects in. I have no idea. It may have come off a Highlander, as O'Connell was down there. I think it bounced off the side of O'Connell. Bradley Roach is going to get the goal, as he shot it in from the point. So Roach picks up the goal, as that one just got deflected right by Damian Jackson. Now Matt Costa looking to pick it up for the Highlanders. Highlanders have got to bounce back from this. Suddenly down 2-0. Just a minute and a half into this second period. That one dumped in by Gavostis. Back behind the net, DiCarlo will send it all the way around, but not out as Chala keeps it in. Nice job there as Candelino is in. Candelino with the deke. He's in. Blauvelt able to stone him. Candelino picks up the rebound and cycles it deeper as Costa now will pick it up. Brings it up mid-boards. That's where the Tide pick it up. And Chala now with it. Chala tries to get it by DiCarlo, but DiCarlo's able to keep it away and send it in by Costa. Now picked up by Antonelli. Antonelli's got DiCarlo. Tried to get it to him, just a little bit behind him, and Ben couldn't quite reach back for it. DiCarlo tries to keep that one in, but was unable to as it passed the blue line outside the zone. Offsides will be the call, as this face-off will come out of the Tide zone. Highlanders suddenly down 2-0 after the power play goal by Carbo and the weird bounce off of Roach's point shot. Highlanders looking to bounce back here after going down 2-0 in the first minute and a half of this second period. Good face-off win there by Tanizaki as he is in. Gets squeezed off the puck, but he's able to dump it deeper. Antonelli looks to pick it up. Now coming down is Marco Lewis. Lewis gets his stolen by Tanizaki from behind. Good job there by Tanizaki as he dumps that one in. Singh now. Good check in the corner there by Antonelli as Singh goes down to the ice surface. Antonelli looks to get it away, and he is able to as he passes it forward. Now Braden Hart, it's a 2-on-1, sizing up as Lewis is in. Couldn't quite control that pass from Hart, but Hart gets it back, fires that one, and that's blocked. Great job coming in from behind as Cronin was able to block that attempt by Hart. Now Martel will dump it in for the Highlanders as Cronin gets it in the corner, but Antonelli takes it away. Antonelli battling along the boards. It's Ben DiCarlo there waiting to pick it up if it squirts out. Puck is against the boards. As you've seen, the Tide has been content to do this. Now Martel fires that one in. It's deflected and handled by Ray Blauvelt as he will hold on to it. Highlanders starting to get more shots on goal here, trailing 2-0. After that burst, the first minute and a half, a power play goal for Carbo and a wild bounce for Roach. Candelino on the mid-boards, looking to control, but it comes out. Rosas will fire it in from the point as Annunziata tried to clear it. Kept in by Rosas for a moment. Now Collin will once again dump it in. So Tide look to clear it out, but are unable to. Ben DiCarlo will enter the zone here with speed. It's DiCarlo all the way around the net, looks to center, trying to find Pasquale. Candelino will pick it up now. It's Candelino looking for Costa in front of the net, but it gets deflected. Down into the corner, Parik has it. Passed here to the near boards. Highlanders able to dump it right back in as Matt Pinero dumps it in. Trying to get it over here to Evan Souders, but Souders having a hard time getting control of the puck. Highlanders again with Pinero, able to get it back into the zone. Picked up by Annunziata this time. As Annunziata past the forecheck of Costa, can't get by the forecheck of Candelino though. As Candelino picks it up in the neutral zone. He'll pull it away. And he'll knife right into the attacking zone. Nice deke there by Candelino. He's open for the shot as Blauvelt catches that one in the glove from Candelino. Face-off will stay in the Tide's end. 10:06 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders trailing 2-0. Don't forget, playoff action coming up on the hardwood, both boys and girls. Basketball will be in the postseason. We'll have coverage here for you on Somerville EdTV of any postseason run that those teams have. The girls ranked number 47, but they've got some big Division I matchups coming up. Home and home against Malden Catholic, as well as a game against Cambridge to close out their season that could help that ranking. And of course, the boys sitting right now at number 19 in the top 20 in Division II. Playoff matchups will be coming up in the next 2 weeks. We will have information about that and where we will be going. That will be on MIAA.net. So make sure you're checking into that as the seasons come to an end. Highlanders able to dump this one back in as Antonelli on the attack in the corner. Diallo sent down to the ice surface. And that's going to be a boarding call, I believe. As I think the Tide are going to be assessed the penalty, and they are. Highlander special teams will get their first opportunity with the power play. As Cam McCone heads over to the box, Highlanders will have the man advantage for the next 2 minutes, 9:44 remaining in the period. Highlanders' first opportunity with the power play, would love to cut into this 2-0 lead of the Tide. Antonelli wins it back to Candelino. Candelino at the point. He'll fire that one in. Blovelt able to knock it to the side as Diallo was right on the doorstep. The Tide able to clear it out. It's Candelino with speed, looking to pick it up for the Highlanders and start the attack back. Gives it to DiCarlo. It's been DiCarlo now. Passes it to Braden Hart. Hart looks to get in, and he will. Whistle sounds, though, as the Highlanders well offsides as DiCarlo had broken into the zone. Face-off will come out of the Tide zone. 9:15 remaining in the period. Minute 32 remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders. Antonelli in the face-off circle against Chawla. Chawla able to win that one for the Tide as Annunziata checked there by DiCarlo, and Antonelli able to take it away. Not able to clear as Candelino holds it in at the point. Looks for Hart. Hart unable to control that one, though, so Martell will collect it in neutral ice, give it off to Candelino. Minute 10 remains in the man advantage. And there's that soft pass. Good opportunity there by Chawla as he's able to get it over into the corner. Now the Tide lining this one up. Braden Hart had to stop that shot coming from Sayu. 53 seconds remaining in the man advantage as Hart now with speed through neutral ice. He's in, fires that one. That one stopped and bouncing on the doorstep and cleared away as Blovelt didn't know where the rebound was. Now Martell fires that one in. Blovelt able to pat it to the side. That one sent towards the crease, but Blovelt's pad able to knock that Antonelli shot aside. Now DiCarlo steals it away for a moment, but it's cleared down ice by the Tide. 20 seconds remaining in the man advantage as Candelino dumps that one into DiCarlo. DiCarlo's in against Blovelt, tries the short side, bounces off. The rebound attempt by Costa, and he misses the shot. Now, DiCarlo from the point. Along the boards, Candelino looking for the cutter as Lewis was cutting in. Costa's shot stuck aside there by Blovelt. So Highlanders getting plenty of shots here. Blovelt up to the task, though. 7:38 remaining. Penalty is over. Teams at equal strength. Costa will step into the face-off circle. And Diallo will control. Knocked away by the Tide as they knock it out of the zone. Rosas picks it up. Quick turn there as Diallo tried to filter it through the neutral zone, but it's picked up. Breaking in is Carbo. Carbo, that bouncing around, Jackson had to stick it away, and now Diallo quickly the other direction as Karim's shot, that one's blocked away. And the whistle sounds. Stoppage here with 7:06 remaining in the first period, or second period, I should say. as the Highlanders will have the man advantage again, as Tommy Cronin will head to the box for the Tide. So the Highlanders, second opportunity here in the second period to cut into this 2-0 Tide lead with the man advantage. Tide able to kill off the first penalty here in the second period. Antonelli, as Hart will pick it up. Braden Hart circles around, gets it, looking for Candolino mid-boards, bounces all the way down. Now DiCarlo has it. DiCarlo out to Hart. Hart, though, unable to control, stolen away by McCone. Now Martell breaks in. Martell into the corner. DiCarlo will pick it up. Annunziata able to get it away from him, though. Cycled deeper, though. Good job by Antonelli as he held it in. That one cleared away by Sayu. Minute 20 remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders as Candolino comes out with it. Candolino through neutral ice. He'll carry into the attacking zone. Gets it stolen away immediately, though, as Annunziata sends it all the way down ice. As DiCarlo will pick this one up. 1 minute remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders. DiCarlo, he's got speed down the far side. He's got Diallo heading over towards the crease, but cleared away by the Tide, held in by Martell. Now Candolino, near point, back to Martell on the far point. Martell fires that one in, it gets deflected down in front of Blauvelt, and he will squeeze the pads and hold on. 38 seconds remaining in the man advantage, 5:44 remaining in the second period. Highlanders down 2-0 as they get their second opportunity here with the man advantage. Good chance there as Martell fired that in from the point. Diallo was down there in front of the net, but just couldn't quite get the deflection past Blauvelt. Blauvelt has looked very, very good here in the second period. Highlanders, many, many more shots here in the second period. Antonelli sent out of the face-off circle. DiCarlo will come in. As DiCarlo wins that, Martell, far point, feathers that one in, deflected off, and DiCarlo just couldn't quite get it before it went over to the boards. Now Diallo looking to control all the way back to the point. It's Candolino looking to hold it in, but is unable to. It's the Tide able to clear it away. 20 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Highlanders maybe time for one more rush as Martell will bring it up. Martell along the boards, able to achieve the zone. Mid-boards picked up by DiCarlo. Ben DiCarlo is in, fires that one, Blauvelt. Able to smother that Ben DiCarlo shot. Holding on, 2 seconds left in the man advantage, 5:08 remaining in the second period as the Tide doing an excellent job killing off these Highlander opportunities. Blauvelt has been excellent this period as he has sent aside all of the Highlander shots. Cleared away by the Tide. Man advantage is over, teams at equal strength. Puck went all the way down ice. Icing will be the call, so the faceoff will come back to the Tide zone. 4:59 remaining in the second period, I should say. Highlander girls basketball is the opportunity tonight. They are playing Lynn English at Lynn English starting at 6 o'clock. If they win that game at Lynn English, they will win the GBL for the second year in a row. As that shot by Rosas wide to the near side. Boys will be playing here on Somerville Ed TV at 7 o'clock against Lynn English themselves. As that is from Bruin Fieldhouse. That shot in there by Tanazaki. As Jackson able to hold on to it. Face-off will stay in the Highlander end. 4:44 remaining here in the second period. So don't forget, we've got hockey right now here on Somerville Ed TV. Then soon after, Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano will have the call of the Highlander boys basketball team. Looking for a sweep against the Lynn English Bulldogs this year as they play at Bruin Fieldhouse beginning at 7 o'clock. Mash your buttons, get your notifications so you know when we have our live coverage here on Somerville Ed TV. As DiCarlo Fires that one down deeper into the Highlanders zone. Martell looking to come out with it from behind the net. Gives it off to Antonelli, and he'll skate it out. Nice pass there, forward to Candelino. Candelino into the attacking zone. Candelino gives it to DiCarlo. DiCarlo looking to get it to Antonelli, but here comes Candelino flashing in. His shot attempt is blocked, though, as Tanizaki was able to get it. Now Tanizaki down ice. There's Ryan Antonelli. Looks to get that puck. Kyle will send it a bit deeper. Martell will cycle it around. Now DiCarlo will pick it up. DiCarlo looking to carry out. Gives it off to Antonelli. Back to Ben DiCarlo. It's DiCarlo unable to get in. Nice poke job there by Annunziata. It's Candelino looking to get in. Unable to get by the defense there of McCone. Martell now in the corner. He'll take the check. Keep the puck, though. Battling along there is also Antonelli. Coming away with it, though, were the Tide. So they flashed it across through the slot. Opportunity here for Candelino. He's got speed into the zone. Nice deke there by Pasquale, but he gets it knocked away at the last second by McCone. It's Candelino on the forecheck here. McCone looks to get rid of it, but is unable to as Costa sends it back into the Tide zone. Picked up over there by Gavastas. Now Rosas whiffs on that one, and Gavastas is out with some speed. It's Kyle Antonelli sends that one along the far boards. Candelino unable to control it now. Candelino, though, able to clear the zone. 2:40 remaining in the period. Puck is chased down for the Tide by Cronin as he sends that one into the Highlander zone off of Chala. Now behind the net. That one Jackson had to get the stick down for. Opportunity here for Marco Lewis out in open ice. As the puck came squirting out, Lewis was able to pick it up. Lewis now trying to work his way through, but unable to keep control of it as here comes Sayu. And Sayu's shot comes in. Jackson able to control it. He'll hold on with 2:10 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders still down 2-0. Had some opportunities here in this period, 2 power plays, but the Tide able to kill those off. As Ray Blovelt, excellent in the goal so far for the Tide, shutting the Highlanders out. The Highlanders really would love to get something on the board here. Now Costa checks in to the face-off circle. That one by the Tide. Here to the near side, that's Cronin. Cronin's shot goes wide into the glass. As Carbo pinches down mid-boards. He'll cycle it a bit deeper. Into the near corner. Highlanders looking to clear it out, but unable to as Diallo wasn't quite able to get it all the way out. Highlanders now control as Martell has it. Loses it for a moment as Calameno was able to get the stick in there for the Tide. Now Diallo near boards. Absorbs the hit. Highlanders able to hold it in as Braden Hart will look to cycle it deeper. Diallo looking for Costa as he looked to feather that one through. Instead, Hart will pick it up. He'll circle, fire! That one sent aside by Blovelt. Now at the point, Martell has it. Sends it back far side to Costa as Hart picks it up. His shot deflected up off the stick of Ranveer Singh and out of play. Minute 4 remaining in the second period. The Highlanders having a hard time getting this puck by Ray Blovelt. Plenty of opportunities here in the second period for the Highlanders, just have not been able to break through as they gave up those 2 quick goals to the Tide, a power play goal to open out this period, then a weird bounce off a shot from the point as the Tide lead this one 2-0. 1 minute remaining as Martell is into the attacking zone, stealing the puck away. Rosas tries to dump that one in, but the Tide able to control as Annunziata has it behind the net. He'll send that one up to McCone. McCone on the far boards, gives it up, cycles it all the way down. As that puck just on the far side of the net, Candelino able to move it away. Now Braden Hart will pick it up. He's got DiCarlo in front of him, passes it up to Ben DiCarlo, but it gets through DiCarlo. As Roach looks to clear it away for the Tide. Stopped at the mid-boards by Martel. As Annunziata now with it. DiCarlo on the forecheck, Annunziata able to clear it away. Rosas, though, picks it up in neutral ice. Tried to break right back in across the blue line. But offsides is going to be the call against the Highlanders. 3.3 seconds remaining in the period. Face-off will come just outside the Tide zone. The Highlanders unable to break through. Ray Blovelt, excellent job between the pipes for the Tide. As the junior from Everett High School dealt with 2 power plays for the Highlanders. Highlanders not able to break through in either of those man advantage situations. So on the power of 2 early goals in the second period, a power play goal by Martino Carbo, and then a weird bounce deflected in off of Bradley Roach from the point. That gives the Tide that 2-0 lead as we are going to be back for third period action in just a moment here on Somerville EdTV. We are back here at the Vet. Highlanders trailing 2-0. The Jets again, I did it. The Tide leading this one 2-0 after Carbo with the power play goal to open out the second period, followed by Roach's shot from the point that got by Damian Jackson. As the Highlanders need to open out this period better than they did the second, trailing 2-0. They had 2 power play opportunities in that second period, but Ray Blovelt, a tremendous job between the pipes for the Tide, was able to turn both of those opportunities away. As breaking in is Ben Sayu. Sayu loses it, goes around the net for the Highlanders, picked up by Antonelli there. As Antonelli unable to clear, but Caden Martel is able to clear. Now McCone will dump it in to Chawla, as Chawla will cycle it deeper. Martel picks it up behind the Highlander net. Martel gives it mid-boards to Antonelli. Drops that one off looking for Matt Costa. As Costa will get it back from Diallo. Tide pick it up in neutral ice as they break in. So Highlanders looking to get possession back here behind their own net as Rosas will pick it up. He will fire that one down ice. Icing has been waved off. It's Braden Hart looking for the forecheck behind the net. Trying to get that puck away from Cronin, but was unable to. Highlanders hold it in, though. Caden Martel, good job holding it in at the point. Fires that one. Gets off of Blovelt. That one fired wide of the net. Tough angle shot there from Ben DiCarlo, I believe. Blovelt able to block it away. As Ray Blovelt has been excellent for the Tide. Turning away all Highlander opportunities. 13-11 remaining here in the second period, or third period. Highlanders trailing by 2. Held in at the point by Hart. He fires that one, goes up high above the net. I believe Blovelt got a tip of that one with the glove. Candelino looks to get it back to the point to Hart. Hart tries another one. That one bounding in, but cleared away by Cronin. There's Hart again, fires in. Blovelt, he's able to knock it down, and he's in place with that right pad as Ben DiCarlo is right there for the rebound. Blovelt able to smother it, though, as Ray Blovelt playing very, very well between the pipes for the Tide. 12:46 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing 2-0. Highlanders win this face-off as Hart gets it back. That one cycled down deeper. Now Candelino looking to chase it down in the near corner. Reverses, He fires that one in. What a pass by Candolino. And the finish by Ben DiCarlo. As the Highlanders on the board. Blade of the stick of Pasquale Candolino. Beautiful pass right into the slot as DiCarlo was attacking in from the far boards. Gets that one by Blauvelt. And now it's a 2-1 lead for the Tide as the Highlanders have gotten themselves on the board. Nunziata unable to clear that one as Ryan Antonelli held it in at the point. Antonelli getting a lot of ice time, the young 7th grader, youngest player on the team. Kyle Antonelli, he will shuffle that one through the slot, unable to get the shot on goal there. Sent all the way down ice by the Tide. And that will be icing as it will come back to the Tide zone for the faceoff. Don't forget, immediately following this game at 7 o'clock, Highlanders on hardwood as the boys looking to sweep the Lynn English Bulldogs on the season series. That will be brought to you here on Somerville Ed TV at 7 o'clock. Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano will have the call of that game. Make sure you've mashed your buttons, gotten those subscriptions up, get those notifications signed up for as well. As the Tide able to clear the zone, it comes here to the near side. Chala able to cycle it deeper. Rosas will pick it up there for the Highlanders as Sayu back there for the Tide. Rosas and Sayu battling there. Squirts out and Antonelli will pick it up. Now gives it up to Marco Lewis. As Lewis looks to dump that in, and he will. Costa coming in on McCone. As McCone trying to find the puck along the boards, he's able to cycle it up a little bit, but there's Costa getting it back down. Now DiCarlo, goal scorer for the Highlanders, has it on the mid-boards, fires it across to Costa. Backhander by Costa. Blauvelt's able to send it aside. Now Hart on the mid-boards. Good check there as he looks to control. McCone comes in and sends him down to the ice surface. Now Candolino, after that great assist, goes in. McCone able to block that one down, held in by Martel, who fires that one in. Blauvelt didn't know where it was as Martel went for the 5-hole, but he squeezed those pads and held on. 10:36 remaining in the game. Highlanders down 2-1 after the Ben DiCarlo goal. Hart gets the shot off the face-off, blocked by the Tide's Annunziata. And that one's stolen away from Takanada. And Annunziata able to get it in the slot. Now he's got speed down into the attacking zone. As Reese Tierney out on the ice surface for the first time tonight for the Highlanders. Puck comes over here near side to Hart. Hart in with speed. Drops it back to Candolino. Good block there by Singh as he was able to block that shot by Candolino. Tide able to take advantage of the Highlanders changing up here as they'll get it out of their zone. But right there, Diallo able to get it in, and Antonelli knifes in to steal it away. As Antonelli looks to get it behind the goal, but Annunziata comes away with it, tries to clear it out. Kept in, though, as Costa tries the shot. Costa will try it again. As that one fired in there, Blauvelt holds on to it off the stick of Costa as the Highlanders getting more and more opportunities as this game has gone on. 9:34 remaining. Highlanders down by 1. It's Costa into the face-off circle to face off against Cam McCone. Highlanders win this one. As Diallo, though, unable to control. Tide able to clear it out. As Chala fires it into the Highlander zone. Sayu picks it up. Fired across by Carbo. As Jackson with the pad, knocks it aside, then is able to cover up. Chala was down there, right on the doorstep for the Tide. Good job by Jackson. So he was able to hold that position and get on that puck. Damien's going to head over to the sidelines, though. He's got a little equipment issue with the helmet there. 9:17 remains here in the game. Highlanders down by a goal, but they've scored one here in the third period as Ben DiCarlo took the pass from Pasquale Candelino and put it home past Blauvelt. Highlanders have 2 more home games coming up. Monday the 9th here at the Vet, 5:30 against Neshoba Valley. We'll have the coverage here on Somerville Ed TV. Tyler Aragao, he'll have the call at 5:30. Then next Wednesday, February 11th at 5:30, Methuen will be in here to the Vet. We will have the call of that game. Both Tyler and I will be here for that game against Methuen as the Highlanders close out their home schedule next Wednesday, the 11th at 5:30 here at the Vet against Methuen. As we're going to have a cross-check as well as a roughing penalty. DiCarlo will go, as well as McCone for the Tide. As one of them called for the roughing, the other one called for the cross-check. 9:02 remaining. Sides remain even, 5-on-5 hockey. As Annunziata sends that one in for the Tide. Martel looks to collect it and clear it out, but is unable to. That one fired by Roach. Jackson wasn't able to see it, but it was a little too high as it went over the goal. Now breaking in, nice job there by Candelino as he picked the pocket of Tanizaki. Candelino's got some speed into the zone, tries to center that one, came off the stick of Roach. As Roach clears it out towards the point, but dumped back in by Braden Hart. As Pinero dumps that one in for the Highlanders. Blauvelt will have to cover it up. 8:21 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by a goal. Highlanders have upped the pressure here throughout the second period after the Tide able to get 2 quick goals to open out the second period. A power play goal from Martino Carbo. And Bradley Roach from the point. Shot that deflected off a Highlander defender. Got past Damian Jackson, but the Highlanders since that time have really had the run of play as they've been able to get the goal here in the third. Nice job by Braden Hart as Hart comes off the boards and fires the forehand past Blauvelt. What a play there by Braden Hart. As Hart came off the mid-boards, flashed into the far face-off circle, lightning shot as he gets the snap shot right by Blauvelt. Highlanders have tied this one up with 8:13 remaining in the game. Highlanders win the center ice face-off after the goal. That one dumped in by Ryan Antonelli. Goes all the way around the Tide net. Cronin will pick it up for the Tide. Gives that one off to Carbo. Carbo sends it up mid-boards. Sayu will dump it into the Highlander net. Now in the corner, puck squirts out. Sayu trying to get to it there. Goes down to the ice surface as Costa sent him down. And I believe he might pick up a penalty in this case. Let's see what's going to happen. Sayu appealing. And Sayu unable to get anything, looking for a tripping call, I think, there against Matt Costa, but there's no real contact. Face-off will come all the way back down to the Tide end, 7:39 remaining. As Tide head coach Craig Richards getting it explained to him by the back referee. Face-off won by the Tide for a moment. There's Costa as he fired that one. Came off the right blocker of Blauvelt. Asaya trying to get it out, and he's able to. Opportunity here. Breaking in. Fired that one, Damian Jackson. What a job there by Jackson on Gavostis. As Gavostis broke in, but Jackson was up to the task. Now the Tide setting up their offense as Cronin from the point ended up on the stick of Argueta, but he couldn't get the shot off. Now Antonelli back the other direction as the Highlanders change behind him. Antonelli looking for some reinforcements as they enter the attacking zone. Candolino looking to pick it up, and he will. Back behind the net, that's Braden Hart. Tries to put it out in front for Candolino. Gets deflected back to him. As Hart looking for Candolino on the near side. Instead, it gets cleared away by the Tide, but Rosas holds it in. Now Candolino from the corner. As he circles around the net. Back out to the slot, fires that one in, knocked down and cleared away by Chala. As the Tide able to clear it out, that's going to go off into the Highlander bench. Whistle sounds, face-off will come into neutral ice. As Ben DiCarlo and Cam McCone will come out of the penalty box. 6:19 remaining in the game, tied up 2-2 here at the Vet. It's Candolino into the face-off. Tide able to win that one as Gavostis tried to dump it in, but Candolino comes away with it. It's Pasquale now in neutral ice and with speed into the attack. So he goes around behind the Tide net. Finds Martel at the point, but net came off its moorings. Whistle sounds, stoppage here, 6:01 remaining. As the face-off will come out of the Tide zone. Highlanders able to tie it up on that beautiful shot by Braden Hart. After Candolino assisted on the DiCarlo goal earlier in this period. So Highlanders able to tie this game up, looking for the go-ahead goal here with 5:50 remaining in the game. It's behind the goal, Gavostis has it. Sends it out to Tanizaki. Tanizaki unable to get it out of the zone, though, as Gavostis will pick it up near boards. Cross-ice pass is picked up by Reese Tierney. Braden Hart now will have it. As Hart uses his speed. Gets it taken away, though, as Annunziata was able to steal it. Passes that one up for Singh. Singh trying to break into the Highlanders zone, but is unable to as DiCarlo tries to break into the Tide zone and gets turned away as well. Now Hart, he'll start the attack for the Highlanders. As he collects it there in neutral ice. He breaks in, he's already got one goal, fires that one as Blauvelt had good eyes on it the entire way. He's able to glove it and hold on. 5:03 remains in the game, tied up at 2s here at the Vet. Highlanders looking for their third win of the season and their second GBL win of the year. The Tide able to win that one. Saya sends that one into the Highlanders zone where Jackson will touch it up, leaving it for Rosas. It's Colin Rosas and Antonelli here on the mid-boards trying to keep control of the puck. That one's going to get into the crease, and Jackson's got a dive on it. As Chris Argueta was coming in from the weak side, had a good opportunity at that puck. Great quick reaction there by Damian Jackson. He's had a good game for the Highlanders tonight. That's going to get right in on Jackson. He'll cover it right up with the glove. 4:37 remaining in the game. Face-off stays in the Highlander end. Costa wins this one for the Highlanders. Martell, though, unable to clear. Slap shot attempt by Cronin ends up with Martell clearing it out for the Highlanders. It's Caden Martell. Cleared out. As Antonelli was sent down in neutral ice, that'll go all the way down behind the net. Whistle sounds, and the Highlanders are going to wind up with an opportunity here as the roughing penalty is called. That will go against Varun Chala. Highlanders will have the man advantage here. 4:17 remaining. Great opportunity for the Highlanders. Looking for their third goal of the third period. Could go ahead if they're able to get through on this power play. As Martell has it, he fires it looking for the near side. Tried to sneak it in there on the glove side past Blauvelt, but Blauvelt able to glove it and hold on. 4:09 remains in the game. Minute 53 remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders. Great opportunity here to take the lead in this game with the man advantage. As DiCarlo behind the net. Now Antonelli. Back to the point. Martell over to Candolino. Candolino, he'll pinch it down, mid-boards, get it to DiCarlo behind the net, sets up in his office, gives it off to Candolino as Antonelli down on the ice surface. Martell back to Candolino. Candolino will come in from the mid-boards. Drops that off. Hart looking for the shot, gets deflected. And now Roach has the opportunity as he will fire it down into the Highlander zone. Saya looks to collect it in the far corner, but Hart is there. And now Candolino and Hart, two-man game to get it out. Minute 6 remains in the man advantage. Braden Hart, he will come into the attacking zone for the Highlanders. As he circles back in the corner, gets it back to the point to Martell. Martell over to Candolino on the far side. Candolino's shot gets deflected by Saya up into the netting. 3:05 remaining in the game. 49 seconds remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders. Highlanders not set up there on that face-off, as Hart had not gotten settled. So we'll drop the puck again. And DiCarlo will go into the face-off. As Hart gets it on the mid-boards on the far side, back to Candolino. Candolino to Martell. Martell's shot, and the rebound is put home by Antonelli. As Kyle Antonelli gives the Highlanders the lead with the power play goal. Martell pinching in from the near point. Got that from Candolino. Fired it in. Blauvelt made the initial save, but Kyle Antonelli standing tall right outside the crease, able to get it into the back of the net, and the Highlanders lead this one 3-2 with 2:55 remaining. As now the Tide have got to think about when they might pull Blauvelt, as 2:47 remains in the game. Icing will be the call. Face-off will come down to the Highlander end. As Damian Jackson looking to get the win here for the Highlanders between the pipes. He's been very, very strong. Ray Blauvelt has faced a torrent of shots and has done an excellent job, but the Highlanders here in the third period really doing a great job with passing and keeping people in front of the net. Traffic out there. Antonelli was the beneficiary that last one as he put the rebound home past Blauvelt for the lead. Now right in front of us here, 2:35 remaining. As Diallo able to get that into the Tide zone, battling with the Nunziata. Now Antonelli on the forecheck, but Annunziata able to pick it up. Rosas whiffs on it, and now Annunziata has the opportunity as he's in against Jackson. Jackson with the initial stop, and then he stones. Great job there as Chala came flying down the slot. As Jackson 2 straight saves there, holding on to the lead for the Highlanders. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Annunziata will dump that one in. Picked up by O'Connell. Now Antonelli able to dump that one out. That's going to go all the way down for icing. 1:45 remaining in the game. Face-off will come back down to the Highlander zone as Damian Jackson looking to get the win between the pipes for the Highlanders. Well tested on that last exchange, and he passed that test. 1:45 remaining in the game. Highlanders with the lead. Timeout will be taken by the Tide as they want to figure out what they want to do offensively with 1:45 remaining and the faceoff being down in the Highlander end. I would not be shocked to see Ray Blauvelt pulled to give the Tide that 6-on-5 skater advantage, as this faceoff will be down in the Highlander zone. Don't forget, immediately following this game at 7 o'clock here on Somerville Ed TV, Highlanders boys basketball. As Kevin Scott, Jeff Argenziano will have the call of the game at 7 o'clock. Highlanders taking on the Lynn English Bulldogs, looking for a sweep of the Bulldogs. Highlanders currently number 19 in Division II, 11-4 overall. They're heading to the playoffs. The girls, they are at Lynn English right now, and if they're able to defeat Lynn English tonight at Lynn English, they will be the GBL champions in basketball for the second year in a row, as they have 2 GBL games remaining against Lynn Classical and Revere next week. That'll be Monday night and Tuesday night. We'll have the call of that game here on Somerville. Those games, I should say, here on Somerville Ed TV, 6 o'clock, both Monday and Tuesday, as Jack Conley and myself will have the calls of those games Monday, Tuesday, as well as Thursday, which is senior night at 7 against Mauldin Catholic. 1:34 remaining in the game. Blauvelt is pulled as the empty net sits gapingly open for the Tide. Nice pass there as they get it into the zone. Saya with it now. He will cycle it deeper. Cronin on the far boards. He'll try to get it in, but Martell blocks it down. Martell will fire that one down ice. McCone able to collect it. It's McCone here to the near boards. Tries to get it to Saya. Cleared away once again by the Highlanders. 1:03 remains in the game. Highlanders leading 3-2 after the big goal by Kyle Antonelli. As Candelino, I should say DiCarlo, able to get the stick on that one and turn it aside. Now the Tide dealing with this aggressive forecheck of the Highlanders. DiCarlo looking for his second goal, looking for the empty net, gets knocked aside by Cronin. Now Candelino's in. Candelino looks for the empty net, but finds the post instead. Now Annunziata is in. 30 seconds remaining in the game. DiCarlo takes it away. Cycles it around the boards, but it's held in at the point. That one fired in. Jackson makes the save. Fired down ice by Martell, and it's going to go wide of the net. Icing will be the call. 19.1 seconds remaining in the game, and the faceoff will come back to the Highlander end. Highlanders with the 3-2 lead, looking to hold on here as Damian Jackson, standing tall in his crease, was able to turn one aside. Point blank shot there. Another timeout taken here, this one by the Highlanders. 19.1 seconds remaining. The faceoff will be in the Highlander end. That will give me the opportunity, though, to let you know what's going on in terms of that postseason action, like I was talking about. The boys will be playing in the postseason on the hardwood, as will the girls. Boys team currently ranked number 19 in Division II. So the boys have the opportunity, the possibility of a home game at Broome Fieldhouse, depending on how they close out the season. Of course, the girls, they are 11-0 in the GBL. They have a game tonight at Lynn English. With a win tonight at Lynn English, they will be the GBL champions, but huge things going on next week for the girls. On Monday night, they have Lynn Classical in at 6 o'clock at Broome. Tuesday night, it will be Revere in at Broome Fieldhouse. Revere lost to the Highlanders by only 1 point earlier this year. They had the opportunity to win that game on a last-second shot and missed a layup. So the Highlanders really will have to battle in that game. And then Malden Catholic will be in for senior night. That is a Division I program. They are 7-7. They're going to be looking for playoff contention as well, as they will be into Broome Fieldhouse. And then the Highlanders will go to Malden Catholic, and then closing out their season at Cambridge on the 18th. As the face-off won by the Tide, as the goalie is pulled, Blauvelt is out. Cronin, he will cycle it deeper. Sayu, now Sayu behind the Highlander net. 8 seconds remaining. The Highlanders steal it away as Martell is able to get a hold of it. Tries to press it up against the boards, but is unable to. That one cleared away, and the Highlanders are the winners tonight. As Antonelli, Kyle Antonelli with the game winner for the Highlanders, putting 3 in behind Ray. Third period, starting back from a 2-0 deficit, as the Highlanders got goals from Ben DiCarlo, Braden Hart, and Kyle Antonelli in the third period to take the lead and to grab their third victory of the year, as they get vengeance for that loss at Everett earlier this season, winning this one 3-2. Highlanders will be back here at the Vet on Monday night, 5:30 against Neshoba Valley. Tyler Aragao will have the call here on Somerville Ed TV. They will also be here against Methuen on Wednesday the 11th. That will be their last home game, 5:30 here at the Vet against Methuen. Come on out and celebrate this team, as the Highlanders take their third win of the year. Huge goals by Ben DiCarlo, Braden Hart, and Kyle Antonelli with the winner. Great job between the pipes as well. Damian Jackson picking up the win for the Highlanders as the junior gets the win tonight. That's going to do it for us here from the Vet. Thank you very, very much for watching at home as the Highlanders come away with a victory over the Tide by the score of 3-2. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much, Ben Martin. He is our director. Thank you very much as well, Lenny Scaletta, our videographer. My name is Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV.